At the start of the movie, we see that since the time of World War II, the US military has been working on creating a supersoldier serum. This was a serum that could physically enhance US soldiers and be used as a weapon during war. This is the same serum that was used on Captain America and the Winter Soldier. The task of developing and testing this serum was given to General Ross. General Ross's research team included Bruce Banner and his own daughter, Betty Ross, as scientists. The serum they had created was still unstable, but despite this, General Ross decides to test it. When this serum is injected into scientist Bruce Banner's body and gamma rays are applied, Bruce transforms into a green-colored monster, the Hulk. He destroys the lab and escapes. The Hulk was extremely powerful, but controlling him was very difficult. General Ross stops working on the serum and instead focuses on capturing the Hulk to use him as a weapon. But every time General Ross tries to catch Bruce, he turns into the Hulk and escapes. The truth is, whenever Bruce Banner gets angry or his heart rate crosses 200 beats per minute, he turns into the Hulk. Bruce knew that General Ross wanted to use the Hulk as a weapon, so he kept hiding from him for many years, trying to remove the Hulk from his body. Wherever Bruce went, if he turned into the Hulk even once, he would leave that country and go to another so that General Ross couldn't catch him. Now, Bruce is living in Brazil, working at a soft drink factory. At the same time, he does many exercises to control his anger. Bruce had not let the Hulk come out for the last 5 months. The other workers at the bottle factory didn't like Bruce because he was American. Bruce is in contact with a scientist named Mr. Blue on the internet. This scientist is trying to help Bruce and is working on removing the Hulk from Bruce's body. But every time, the formula that Mr. Blue suggests fails. He tells Bruce, "Send me your blood sample. I will do some experiments myself and try to find a cure for you." Bruce, though hesitant, decides to trust Mr. Blue and sends him his blood sample. One day, Bruce is working at the factory when he gets a small cut on his thumb. A drop of his blood falls into a soft drink bottle. When a customer drinks from that bottle, he gets sick from gamma radiation. When this news reaches General Ross, he realizes that Bruce is working at that same bottle factory. General Ross forms a team from the US military and makes 𝗟𝗶𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀 its leader. He then takes this team to Brazil to capture Bruce. Meanwhile, Mr. Blue, after experimenting with Bruce's blood samples, sends him a message. He tells Bruce, "I can cure you, but I need all the data from the experiments done on you." Bruce replies, "I don't have the data." The truth is, the data was still in the US lab where Bruce used to work. That same night, General Ross and his team arrive at Bruce's home to capture him. But Bruce escapes and runs to the bottle factory where he works. The factory workers surround Bruce and start attacking him. The US military team also arrives there. Unable to control his anger, Bruce transforms into the Hulk and starts fighting General Ross's men. 𝗟𝗶𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀 fires many bullets and grenades at the Hulk, but none of them have any effect. After an intense fight, the Hulk escapes. The next day, Bruce wakes up by a river in the jungle. He decides to return to America to retrieve the data from his old lab. Meanwhile, 𝗟𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 tells General Ross, "I've seen many powerful and dangerous things, but what I'm fighting now is something else entirely." General Ross then explains everything about the Hulk to Blonsky, and he also gives him a small dose of the supersoldier serum. Ross does this so Blonsky can face the Hulk while staying in control of his senses. Bruce returns to America and goes to the university where his ex-girlfriend, Betty Ross, now works as a professor. When Bruce sees that Betty is now with someone else, he decides not to reveal himself to her. Instead of interfering in her life, he goes to the lab disguised as a pizza delivery boy. However, General Ross had already ordered all the project data to be deleted. Betty spots Bruce at one point and takes him with her. Luckily, Betty had made a backup copy of the project data Bruce needed, and she had saved it on a drive. She gives this drive to Bruce. Unfortunately, Betty's new boyfriend calls General Ross and informs him about Bruce's presence. This time, General Ross arrives with a much larger team to capture Bruce. Once again, Bruce loses control and transforms into the Hulk, fighting everyone. He delivers a powerful kick to 𝗟𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, breaking all his ribs and bones. During the chaos, a helicopter crashes and nearly falls on Betty, but the Hulk saves her and carries her away. Thanks to the super soldier serum, 𝗍𝗶𝗶𝗲 survives, and all his bones heal within a single day, making him completely fine again. General Ross gives Blonsky another dose of the super soldier serum. However, this second dose starts deforming Blonsky's body, though he doesn't tell anyone about it. Meanwhile, Bruce and Betty travel to New York to meet Mr. Blue. On the way, Bruce stops at a place and emails all the data to Mr. Blue. The US military intercepts this email, and General Ross learns that Bruce and Betty are heading to New York. When they arrive, they meet Mr. Blue, whose real name is Dr. Samuel Stearns. Dr. Stearns tells Bruce, "I've made an antidote for you, but to maintain a normal body, you'll need to take this antidote repeatedly." To test it, Dr. Stearns first transforms Bruce into the Hulk and then injects the antidote. The Hulk changes back into Bruce, proving that the antidote works. Earlier, when Bruce had sent his blood sample to Mr. Blue, Dr. Stearns had experimented with Bruce's blood, replicated it, and created large quantities of Bruce's blood. Mr. Blue tells Bruce that this blood could be used to cure many diseases in the future. But Bruce insists they must destroy all the blood immediately, because if General Ross gets his hands on it, he will use it as a weapon. Before they can destroy the blood, General Ross arrives again with the military and Blonsky, arresting Bruce. By this time, Blonsky has become power-hungry and blind with ambition. He points a gun at Mr. Blue and demands, "Turn me into the Hulk or I'll shoot you." Mr. Blue injects Blonsky with the Hulk's blood, transforming him into an even bigger monster called the Abomination. The Abomination goes on a rampage through the city like an enraged bull, destroying everything and attacking civilians and police officers. When General Ross hears about this destruction, he turns his helicopter back toward the city. Bruce tells him, "Only the Hulk can stop the Abomination, I have to be the one to do this." Realizing his mistake, General Ross releases Bruce. What follows is an intense battle scene. At first, the Abomination overpowers the Hulk, beating him badly. But when the Abomination attacks Betty's helicopter, the Hulk finds new strength to protect the woman he loves. He defeats the Abomination, leaving it barely alive before handing it over to General Ross and escaping. Bruce relocates to a remote cabin in British Columbia, far from the United States. Instead of trying to eliminate the Hulk, he now focuses on learning to control his transformations. In a post-credits scene, Tony Stark meets with General Ross and mentions they're putting together a team that will need the Hulk. While he doesn't say Avengers directly, we all know exactly what team he's talking about. On IMDb, this movie was rated by 550,000 people and has an average rating of 6.6. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel for more interesting videos like this.